Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I had to think there for a moment. We are going to continue playing around with our Stampin' Up! Greens and our Dragonfly Garden Bundle, which is a section from the larger suite, if you will, Dandy Garden. And so lots of fun to be had with this suite. My whole screen is very different today, and so I'm hoping, I don't know what this means. I guess there was an update. I pressed the sure update and so now it's doing weird things. Anyways, when you pop on like Melissa, hello Melissa, tell me where you're from, say hello, chit chat amongst everybody. Have a great time crafting along with me. Hopefully I inspire you with some new ideas or remind you of some ideas that maybe you've used in the past that, oh yes, I should get that out. All right, so first let's, I'm vowing to go through my, okay, why is it not coming off? Shoot, I don't want it. Let me try this again. There we go. Hello, Donna and Mary Ellen. Sunny, awesome. Yes, no school, that's right. All right, hi Norma Jean, good afternoon. So yes, I'm vowing to go through my cards that you all have wonderfully sent me. Yes, and I'm still back at Christmas. So here's this beautiful card, once again with that beautiful snowman. Beautifully colored and whatnot, but beautiful as just an image too. I really like it. So thank you, Dee and Brian and Luna. So there we go. Gorgeous card. And then this one, is Roz on here yet? Nope. Look how she did the beautiful, what are those called? Curvy, thin and curvy dies. So neat. Look how she stamped there too. That's so cute. Isn't that pretty? I love it. So nice. Thank you, Roz. And this one was from my brother and sister-in-law and family. It looks like she drew these little items. How cute. And just kind of colored around the outside. Remember these? A little chicken wire we used to have. Lots of fun. Beautiful handwriting too. Look at that. So there we go. Those are from my little niece's family. Hi, Darcy. And this one is from Debbie from Manitoba as well. Love those moose. I like how she did the background. It's very tattered almost looking. So I wonder if she like scrunched it up first and then, or stamped on it and then scrunched it up, or maybe she wet it. Maybe it's just the fabric. Maybe it's just the kind of paper she used. That's really cool. I like it. And I liked how she stamped those moose onto kind of a light brown tan color, and then she still inked up, you know, the actual image of the moose, which is pretty cool. Very nice, Debbie. Thank you so much. Hi, Amy. How are you doing? Poor Amy. Am I allowed to say? Say yes or no. I won't say anything until then. All right. She's had quite the scare this morning, or today, so she deserves big hugs from us. Goodness. Anyways, okay. So the bundle we're playing around with, like I've been showing, is Dragonfly Garden. Comes with this punch. Great little set. I love these little sayings. The dragonflies, yes. All right, so poor Amy. Somebody tried to break in her house while she was there. I don't know. So I told her she should have accidentally stamped her in the face. But she did the right thing and said, she told them that the police were coming. So can you imagine while you're there, the nerve of somebody that they must have been on drugs and really pretty desperate or something. Okay, that's wild. Hi, Julie. So this is our bundle. Continuing on. And we're going to play around with Pear Pizzazz today. This is kind of a light version of Old Olive almost. It's just, so here's Old Olive, just a little lighter, right? So we're going to play with Pear Pizzazz, Coastal Cabana. Let's get these in the, so you can see them. Coastal Cabana, where's Pool Party? Already had them out. And Pool Party. Could be fun, hey? They seem to be going together well. I'm going to be stamping my images in Smoky Slate. So I'm not going to use black because I just think it's too intense. And so I will play around with something else. So this is the typical card base, 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half. If you forget these measurements, not a problem because they will be on my blog later on today. Here's a piece of Coastal Cabana that's 4 by 5.25, and a little piece of Whisper White that is, uh-oh, where's my little paper? Darn. Anyways, like I say, it'll be on my blog. I think it's 3 3/4 by 4.5 by 3 3/4. Yes. All right, so it's kind of an odd measurement, but it'll all go together well. Trust me. Okay, so we are going to start off with this piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to get this ginormous flower stamp, wildflowers. I think they're so pretty. And I'm just going to stamp them randomly kind of across this paper with my Smoky Slate. Yeah, I'm glad she's okay too. Goodness, I can't even imagine. Poor girl. All right, so here we go. Just stamping across. You're going to need a block I for this stamp. It's just a little too big for the H stamp. So I know you want to, you'll be thankful that you got the larger block. Maybe one up there. And one over here. So we're just stamping across like so. Pretty, pretty. So now I'm going to get out some ink colors, some Stampin' Blends, just give this a little bit of color. So what I was thinking was light, no, I was going to do light Flirty Flamingo, light Mango Melody, and since there isn't a Pear Pizzazz Stampin' Blend, I'm just going to use the light version of Old Olive. And we'll play around and see if it needs anything else. I could go in with the Pool Party. We shall see. Okay, let's start coloring away. So I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo, light Flirty Flamingo for the petals on these flowers, which are so pretty and dainty. Anybody else have a similar experience as, your cats are on guard, as Amy? Goodness, that's frightening. I know my parents were broken into when I was very, very young. They assumed it, they figured it was the neighbors, but I would have been just months old, so I don't remember that, but I can assume you would feel extremely violated having people come in your house and search around your things. Oh, goodness. So how's the weather where everyone is? Today feels like Thursday to me. I don't know. Guess I'm off my game a little. All right, let's go in with the light Mango Melody for the flower tips. Like so. And the light Old Olive for some of these leaves. I think it'll look nice, just a little bit of them colored, not all. I don't need to do I don't need to do all of them. It just gives the illusion that, oh, they're green. There's leaves there. And that's all it needs. We also don't have Coastal Cabana as a Stamp and Blend color, but I was using the light Bermuda Bay. Seemed to work okay. I'm not even perfectly coloring these in. Hi, Sue. Sunny here. It's a little cooler, but it's not too bad actually. It's kind of been sunny all week, which has been wonderful. Wonderful for the mental health, right? Just makes you feel better. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. I kind of want to use, well, let's try the dark Pool Party. There are these mums here. I think I'm going to just use Pool Party for them. Why not? It's my garden. I can color the flowers whatever color I want. So in the evenings I've been busy knitting a cowl and watching some yarn knitting videos, and we came across this lady. She's called the Fat Squirrel. Oh my word. Her sense of humor is something else. Now I wasn't going to do this, but I think I'm going to. Let's use our blending brushes, and you have your old one. Smart girl. Julie. Okay, so I'm going with Pool Party, just dipping that in there, rubbing some of it off. Let's just make some of the sky a little bit of a color. So these blending brushes are super duper faint, so which is good because then you can add as much or as little color as you like, where the daubers tend to come in quite strong. I don't know if you've noticed, but one of the retiring items is the sponges along with the brayer. So if those are your must-haves for coloring in, you know, backgrounds and whatnot, you need to snag those. Just adds a little something, doesn't it? Cute. All right, I think that looks great. I just dabbed my finger in there. Okay, so now that I've colored this up, we're actually going to cut it apart. So we're going to make it into kind of pieces. And my trimmer is over here. We're going to cut them into 1.5 inch strips. So lucky for us, the Stampin' Up! Trimmer goes to 1.5, so I can just line it up with the edge there and slice. Barely any thought required, I tell you. Okay, like so. Just make sure you keep them in the right order. Hi, Polly. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to glue this onto our Coastal Cabana piece. So let's just kind of lay them how we think they should look first, and then lay them on. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love it. So I've got my stamp and seal here to glue this on. I did my top 10 list. I'm actually going to glue this side first. I did my top 10 list of items that are retiring that you've got to have, and I sent it out to my email customers yesterday, and I totally forgot about the stitch nested label dies. Honestly, that should have been in my list. I like those. So in honor of that set, I'm actually going to use them today and tomorrow because I think they're beautiful. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to place this onto our card base of what am I talking about? Pear Pizzazz. Ding-a-ling. Now somebody asked me the other day and I didn't respond to them yet. My bad. Hi Stella. What are you going to do with all those little pieces of dragonflies? To be honest, I don't know. I really don't. And I've got my stitch nested label die here with Pool Party. So I'm going to stamp a sentiment. The one I was going to use the thank you for your kindness, but I think I might use you are an inspiration, and then maybe we can fit a little dragonfly here. Let's see what we can do. All right, for ink for that, I think I'm just going to use the Smoky Slate. Let's try it on the back, see how it goes. See what we think. Is that dark enough? Yeah, I think so. Let's go with it. You're an inspiration. Did I make a halo? Jennifer Houston. It's a chance for an embellishment. Okay, so there's that. And I want to put some ribbon. Oh, another thing I forgot. Another thing is tulle, polka dot tulle ribbon. Like, did they ask me? I use this all the time. And I kind of want it to add, well, I'll do this first, see what we think. So I'm going to do like the zigzag thing. But this direction, come hither. Like so. I guess we'll copy that other side and go to the middle. I love that you can color this ribbon. I love the I like polka dots. Polka dots are just friendly, right? They're just a little something. And then I kind of wanted to use some of this braided linen trib, which was on my top 10 list. I love it because I love how you can pull it apart and make it really rustic looking. It's like just natural fibers, right? Like just... so neat. Just adds a little something. So you know what I thought I'm going to do? I thought, oh, the new Stampin' Up! Colors are coming out. So I think what I'm going to do is knit all my team members a little cowl with stripes with all the new in colors. I think it'd be fun. Okay, I want my dragonfly here to kind of fill in something here. So I've pre-stamped the dragonfly. When you stamp, make sure the tail end is closest to the paper. That way when you use the punch, it'll make it super easy. There's also this stamp here that you can use to just quickly color those wings. I used Pool Party, and I believe, I'm going to just test it out. I think I stamped off first. I think I did. Let's go with it. Stamp off once. And if they aren't on there perfectly, whatever. So now I'm going to use that old olive that kind of coordinates with Pear Pizzazz. Nothing's stopping us from still coloring in on top of that ink. Hi, Kathy. I'm surprised how many embellishments are carrying over. Yes, they normally don't. So that's kind of cool. I kind of want to make that darker. So let's just use the darker Old Olive here for the body part. And I'm going to use the light Bermuda Bay in hopes that it'll kind of be sort of like, ooh, is that the light version? I'm sure I used this. Let me look. Yep, light Bermuda Bay. Just to kind of add a little dimension, I suppose. Even right over top of that stamped part. There, like so. And then let's go in with, well, I kind of want to add a little bit of green to the wings as well. Let's just kind of throw in some of that. It'll help spread it out a little bit too. The pool party, we can, let's do that too. Just a few of those lines with pool party. And the last thing, I just want to blend this out a little better. Went in pretty dark, but that's okay. All right, the last thing, if you get this stamp set, you've got to, it's a rule. You need to have Wink of Stella for his wings. I forbid you to get this set and not have Wink of Stella on his wings. It just makes it, it's stunning. Just the little hit of shimmer every time you turn the card a little bit. It's like, oh, what is this? I love it. I don't know if you can see it, but can you see the shimmer? There you go. You see what I mean? It just makes it. You have to. It's a rule. I'm making it a rule. All right, and easy peasy. Let's stick this into the punch, which makes it super duper quick. I think I'm lined up. There goes another little butterfly that I have to think of what I'm going to do. And let's see, I kind of want this. Can we put it under him somehow? Maybe I could just put it under here. Yeah, let's put it there. Okay, let's just get some, I'm going to use some tear and tape for this. Which, by the way, is retiring as is. So they must be kind of reconfiguring it. I forgot to look in the new catalog of what it's going to look like. You never thought of Wink of Stella? Oh, yes. It's a rule. Oh, it looks so pretty, Stella. You got to do it. You just have to. Okay, let me just pull the ends here a little more. That they're pretty fancy dancy for when they're sticking out. Cool, I like it. Okay, let's pop this up because it looks pretty special. Plus that helps hold the white ribbon down a little bit. I'm going a little overboard, but make a mommy dragonfly with the baby dragonflies behind. I do want to try something once I'm done here, because I think I saw something like that something on Facebook or Pinterest, I can't remember. There's so many different. I almost don't like that being curved. Let's just chop it and make it stay flat. There. Oh, yes. Look at that. Like it. How perfect. Okay, let's see where I'm going to glue and where I'm going to put a little mini dimensional on his wings, because I don't want to pop him up here and he'll be a little bit slanted. So just basically on these wing ends and maybe a little bit right there. The rest is going to get stamp and seal. My goodness, why can I can't seem to get snail out of my head. It used to be called snail for those people that are a little bit newer to Stampin' Up. Oh, gorgeous. There, so he's laying flat now. All right, I think this thing needs some jewels. What do you say? We have the gold metallic pearls. We've got champagne rhinestones. We have the silver. Oh, that's not bad. The silver rhinestones. We have the black. No. The opals. The opals would be pretty. Rhinestones, plain rhinestones. Oh, let's see. What do we think about that? There's those two. I think the opals. Let's go with opals today. Okay. Let me get my take your pick tool. I was thinking of, you know what, Mary Ellen? I was totally thinking of a shaker card with those tiny dragonflies, but you know what came to my mind after I was thinking about it for a while? I'm like, it's like the bottom of the shaker card is going to look like a bunch of dead dragonflies, just, right? I'm kind of like, oh, maybe that's not a good idea. But yeah, I totally had that idea too. I don't know. Have to think. I kind of want to do like a home decor piece almost, with just like, sorry, I have to think. I can't think and put jewels at the same time. There we go. Oh, love it. A home decor piece where you kind of have a swarm of the butterflies somehow. I'm not sure. Not sure. But how easy was this card, and how cute is that color combo? I quite like it. And then for my card insert, I just used the basic white again, stamped this same butterfly there. So that's going to go on the inside of my card. And for the envelope, I jazzed up too. I had to put Wink of Stella, because you know the post office people need to see how amazing these are too. And so I just stamped these in the Pear Pizzazz, colored in the little bodies with the dark pool party, did the flick thing, and added my Wink of Stella. I just thought that would be a cute little intro to this beautiful card. So isn't that neat, just having the panels like that? You could also, you know, somehow, I wonder, does this stamp? Goes pretty close to the top. So you could even try it going this direction as well. Who knows? Lots of different ideas, that's for sure. But that is our Pear Pizzazz. I think it turned out pretty well. Okay, so I made a card before this, just to give this layout a try. And here's what I came up with. So this card, I decided instead of the flowers, I would just stamp the dragonflies randomly all over the place. And I used the Pear Pizzazz along with this. I stamped in Highland Heather. I used the light, or the Purple Posy Stampin' Blends along with the light Calypso Coral. And then this thing was Terracotta Tile. I thought, oh, it kind of matches well with that Calypso Coral. I added in my polka dot ribbon along with that Blackberry Bliss. It's pretty bright, but why not? And then my pearls. And I just kind of moved it off to the side a little bit. So there's that one. And then of course you know, wink of Stella. Wink of Stella everywhere. So there's that, and then my envelope. And I like the effect of the splatter. It just kind of makes them look a little more floaty and fancy. So I'm curious, do you like flowers, the flower version, or the dragonfly version better? Flower or dragonfly? Time to vote. Flowers or dragonflies? Uh-oh, both. Yeah, flower. Both. No worries, Amy. Goodness. Thinking of you. Yeah, I'm kind of partial to the flowers too. I kind of like that. But different variety, different versions. So just, you know, stamp a bunch of random images. Actually, Sarah yesterday, if you didn't see, if you scroll back in my Facebook page, she was doing her own, making her own DSP, designer series paper, kind of pattern paper. So that's kind of what we're making here. So basically, you know, if you were to stamp any sort of image randomly all over the place and use this layout idea, which I'm going to have on my blog, the measurements later on, it just looks pretty neat. I think it's pretty neat. All right, so guess what? I'm $45 away from my goal this month. So if anybody is needing anything in Canada, I would love to help you out with that today, as it's the end of the month. This stamp set that we are playing around with is called Dragonfly, the Dragonfly Garden Bundle. You automatically get 10% off because it's a bundle. You're getting the stamp set plus the punch. That makes it a bundle. So you can always go shopping online. jenhouston.stampinup.net, and there is the host code, which helps me be able to give little gifts to all my customers. So if you could use that for orders that are under $200, that would be helpful. That would make me hit my goal. Stressful, stressful. Anyways, there's that. And then since I've been coming on kind of random times, I haven't been coming on at my normal 10 a.m. time, just body, mind, stuff gets in the way. Then you can always head over to my YouTube channel, the Artsy Fartsy Gallery, and click subscribe. And that way you will be notified when I post a video on there, so you won't miss any of the videos. All right. Lastly, it's not going to go. Interesting. Lastly, what was I going to say? Tomorrow is our last Stampin' Up! Green that we're going to play with. Garden Green, and I already have an idea, and it's based on 2 people's cards that they sent me, so I'll be showing those people's cards tomorrow, and using those stitched nested label dies, which are stunning and a must, absolutely a must. So I hope to see you hopefully in the morning. We shall see. I will post ahead of time though when I think I will be going live, so that you can plan your day around me, you know. Totally being sarcastic. All right, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I look forward to crafting with you again tomorrow. See you, everyone.